See who we get in here. What's the news? Well, the first news is it's my birthday. That's a big deal for me. It's my birthday, Brett. Coming to Texas. I hope I get there by the end of the year. That would be dope. Thank you. Thank you for the happy birthdays. Appreciate it. Brett sucks. Yeah. So yeah, it's my birthday. I haven't done much of anything today yet. You're moving here? Yeah, I wish, right? Hey Sue, how you doing? Thank you for the happy birthday. Hey Grace, thank you for the happy birthday. Appreciate you. Garden in Eden, good to see you. Have you made a video lately? I was catching up on videos last night before I fell asleep. What's going on, Aiden? Isn't it a duty day? No, I actually just got done. I just got done last night doing what I need to do, so I am up. Hey, what's up, Chuck? Long time no see, man. Greetings. Hey, Starduster. How you doing? So, first news is my birthday. If you want to know what I did so far, I woke up. I went for a 3.4-mile run. So, I just turned 34, so I ran 3.4 miles for the 3-4. It was a nice little run. And then, and now I'm here with you guys. I'm about to, I can promise you that I'll be recording this weekend, but my father is supposed to be coming here today as well. And we're going to celebrate our birthday together because Airborne Standard is 4 miles. I'm not airborne, so. And I really don't have any desire to go airborne, to be honest. You're only 34? Yeah, I'm only 34. Hi, Ma. Mom Duke's in the building. Thank you for the happy birthday. I did not move. No, I'm at my brother's house. That's why it looks different. Hey, Cakes. What's going on? Yeah. Thanks for the happy birthday. Dirty, stinky, nasty. My father and I, cool fact about me, my father and I, we share, it's a little bit of everything, Paul. This thing, it is like, it's Augustine out there. Um, uh, St. Augie is out here. He's got Centipede out here. He's got Bermuda out here. He's got a little bit of everything. And that's why we're not worried about this yard. He's not going to be here much longer. So we're going to get him a garden going and call it good there. It is hot out here. I should have done this inside. Oh, well, we're here. We're here now. But my father and I, we share the same birthday. I was born on my father's birthday. So fun fact about that. Fun fact about that. Now, the big announcement is, well, first of all, thank you for all the new subscribers. And I'm going to go ahead and say this right now. Well, we're only 3 minutes into the video. We will be doing a giveaway. I'm doing a giveaway. And the last time I did the giveaway, it was flash release, but because of all the new subscribers that I've got, I'm going to do a little different this time. Because of the things that I'll be giving away, I'm going to make it a little easier for you to enter the contest to win for the items that you actually want. So to give you an example of the things I'll be giving away when it comes to the gardening stuff, Baker Creek, rareseeds.com, they're throwing in an heirloom kit, the heirloom kit, and I don't know how many they're doing. So I don't know how many it will be, but for example, if you want the heirloom kit, you will put in that video that I make that you can actually enter and it won't be long and dragged out. I just want everyone to have the opportunity because as I continue to make content, I realize that it's really hard sometimes to leave a comment. It just really is. So I want to give you guys the opportunity to enter, even if you're a person who doesn't usually comment, but you want to try to win something. So I'll make a quick video. I'll give you the instructions on how to enter, and then a couple days later, we'll do the giveaway. That's how that's going to work. So we'll be doing the giveaway. Another huge announcement is I just got monetized. So it's been a pretty cool week. I got monetized. I don't even know what that means yet. I was clicking through all of the different settings and whatnot, trying to figure out how to do that. So I'm gonna do some research on YouTube about the different settings and whatnot for monetization as well. Thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it. So to give you an example of how the giveaway will go, so it's like if you want the heirloom seed kit, then you'll put like hashtag heirloom if you want to enter to win that prize. Or if you want, I'll be giving away some Simple Lawn Solutions products. And let me know if you got any questions about it. I got you, man. Okay, all right. Appreciate that, Brett. So like if you want, so Simple Lawn Solutions, they're throwing in some root hume. All the things I'm giving away on this next giveaway is stuff that I've been using all year. So these are products that I've been using on my lawn, if you've seen me use on my lawn, companies I really like working with, and I'm still waiting to hear back from a company, which is why I'm delaying it. So like Carbon Earth, they're going to throw in some X-Start and X-Soil, a couple bags of that. So if that's what you're interested in, you know, you put, maybe I'll say hashtag Carbon Earth. So I'll give you instructions on how to put a hashtag to enter based off what you want. Because what I don't want is for people who are not interested in gardening at all to win the heirloom and then I gotta redraw it again. It'd be easier for me to use the comment pickers hashtag. What's up, Will? It'll be easier for me to use the comment pickers hashtag, and then I could just put in the hashtag for each individual product, and that way you kind of self-eliminate or self-select yourself for the items that you want to win. So when I go, I might do it live or I might make a short video. I'm not sure yet, depending on how busy I am, because I'm still not home yet, and I won't be home for like probably another almost a week. Hey, that's my that's my first. That's special. That's my first cash, whatever the thing's called. I appreciate you, Cakes. Thank you. That's my first cash super chat. I guess it's a super chat. That's my first super chat, y'all. That's cool. So yeah, that's how that'll work. So I got stuff from Carbon Earth Company that's going to help you with your lawn renovations. I got stuff from Simple Lawn Solutions that's going to help you with your lawn renovations. Thank you, Green Organic Love. I appreciate it. I got stuff coming from Baker Creek. And then I got this kid, he's actually friends with Aiden. And he is, appreciate y'all, Mr. and Cakes. I got this friend who, Aiden, I don't know if you guys saw my video with the young entrepreneur, South Jersey Lawn. Thank you, I appreciate you, man. You don't have to do that, but thank you, I appreciate it. So Aiden, his friend, I don't remember what his name is. I'd have to look on my phone. But his friend is a young entrepreneur as well. I don't remember how old the kid is. He's somewhere between 13 and 15 years old. But what he's been doing are these plaques, and I would show you one, but I'm on my phone. And he's doing these plaques. So what I had him do, he cut out 4 flags for me, and he went in and threw the Turf Therapy logo on it. There's 2 different versions, and I'll be giving away 4 of those flags as well. I felt like that was fitting. So it's a nice collection of different things. I'm waiting to hear back from a couple other people. Hopefully I can get a couple more gardening companies involved as well. But even with some of those products that I'm getting from like lawn care companies, you can use them in your garden if you want to. His name is Aaron. Okay, yeah, and he's almost done with the flags that I know. And his name is Aaron. How old is he, Aiden? I'm a huge supporter of entrepreneurs, especially young entrepreneurs. That's why you've seen me, you know, try to pass some cloud or something, recognition to Aiden and Princess Led with her hair product line. So the kid's 15, you know, he's 15 and he's doing something cool. So I like to support things like that when not just anyone, but especially our youth, when they're stepping out and taking a chance on themselves and something that they believe in. Supporting them in the early portions of their journey could be the difference between them giving up on their dream. So whenever I come in contact with something like that, you can guarantee you'll have my go slide down that slide. I won't. You're right, because I don't trust it. I don't know. I need to ask my brother what kind of condition it's in. But I don't need to break anything on my birthday, okay? I already got me some PT in this morning, so we're good there. Luckily, I got it in earlier because you said you're 15 at Hartford. Yeah. So yeah, those were the big announcements. I got monetized. It's my birthday today. Looks like it may fall apart. I know, right? I don't trust it. You see that lean is doing too? I mean, it might be fine, just probably not fine for my 170 pounds. I'm not gonna text it. Hey, thanks, Aiden. I appreciate that. Yep, I did 3.4 miles for my birthday because I'm 34. So yeah, we love entrepreneurs, just like Green Organic Love. She's an entrepreneur herself as well. Have a blessed birthday. Appreciate it, 9 miles. So yeah, that's it. We're doing a giveaway. It'll be happening here in the very near future. Chuck, if you're still in the building, man, am I too late? You know what I'm talking about. Am I too late? I got here and I got so busy, and then I like Friday came and I was like, oh crap, I don't. You say it's good. You use the slide, ma? All right. Well, if my mom used the slide, I'm not gonna let her shame me. So we about to go. We gonna hit the slide before we leave this live. You can hold me accountable. So I'll give this try. I'll hit the slide before we end the live. We'll end it on the slide. But yeah. So those are the big things, and we'll be doing that in the next 3 to 4 days. I'll either, like I said, record a short video telling you what the instructions are, and or I'll go live. And I probably won't name it giveaway, just because you attract a lot of people that just want something for free. Time to get the 10K and ramp it up. Oh wow. Yeah. So like that just reminds me. He said, "Way to give him a push, Mama Palmer." um, that reminds me. I will be recording. I'm gonna be recording when we get done with this. I'm kind of just waiting for the sun to move, to finish moving, so I won't like be dying over here. But I'm not positive I'm actually going to get a video out. It is my birthday weekend, so bear with me. When I get back home, we'll get back on schedule for sure. And I might give you a midweek release if you don't get one this Sunday. But just bear with me. Just a few more days. I will be recording. I got so many cool things that I'm going to show you that I've been doing since I've been here. And I still have to get done, and you'll see it. So but if I can get it done, I'll get it done. I'm not going to try to break my neck trying to get it done. That's for sure. Because like you just said, it's my birthday. That's right. It's my birthday, Stardust. So unless you guys have any questions, we can just hang out for a little while. What's up, Gorgonzola? Good to see you in here, man. Enjoy your special day. Happy birthday to you and your dad. Thank you, Janice. I appreciate that. So, how's y'all's fall renos and fall gardens looking? What are y'all growing out there? I have a video coming out soon with Nate from Mostly Green, and we're going to talk about my favorite Kentucky bluegrass seed. My favorite Kentucky bluegrass seeds. Yeah, you're right, Aiden. My bad if the screen went blank. Yeah, not too shabby at all. First, happy birthday. Yeah. I was just about to ask you what you planted. So far, before I left home, I transplanted a broccoli, which isn't really a broccoli. I let her learn from Aunt Linda at the New Orleans Gardener. It's actually a cabbage, I believe, but they call it broccoli something. Broccoli, it starts with a C, celosia, something like that. It's a really cool looking broccoli, but the reason why I'm growing it is because it doesn't take up as much space as your traditional broccoli. Hey, Miss Craft, how you doing? Miss Craft and I already recorded the first episode for the first release of the wine series, so that's happening. If you're new and it's the first time you heard me mentioning it, I will be doing the wine series leading out of this summer into the fall with Miss Craft. Go check her out, Miss Craft, Small Space Gardening and More. She is crafty. She does small space gardening, mainly with hydroponics, and then she just does a whole bunch of little other geeky, nerdy stuff. Super smart. Thank you, Lawn and Life. I appreciate that. Yep. Appreciate that. So that's one of the things I'm growing. All of my brassicas are back in effect. I got some collards going. I have plenty of root vegetables. Got beets going, radishes. My wife has actually been dropping seeds. She actually enjoyed our first peaches and cream corn. I had to force her to do it, right? Because she was trying to hurry up and mow the lawn for me, get the lawn mowed, but I saw that the corn was ready to harvest. And I know she probably didn't eat anything for lunch. So I told her to harvest the corn. And she was like, all right. So she harvested it. She's like, all right, I'll eat it later. And I was like, nah, go ahead and eat it now. And she's like, I got to eat it now. I was like, yeah. So she shucked the corn and then she got the silt off. And it was the perfect cob of corn. Like everything was beautifully pollinated. And you know how I did it? I shook them. That's what I did. I planted them close to each other, and when I saw the ears starting to form and the silk coming out and whatnot, I just went out there and I shook it every other day, and I saw the tassels falling and whatnot, and it got pollinated to perfection. She took one bite of that because she didn't even want to eat it. She wanted to hurry up and do what she was doing. She took one bite and stopped talking. She just ate ate the whole thing, ate the whole thing. So I had on at least on the first ear, it was a perfect cob of corn. I took a screenshot of her eating it. I probably won't release that. I took it for myself unless she, gives me the okay to release it. But I don't have any pictures because she destroyed it. She ate the entire cob within like minutes while I was sitting there watching. How are the carrots? The carrots are doing good, man. I think she's going to pull up the rest of them hopefully here soon. But I have started a whole new fall crop of carrots. I got 3 different types that I'm growing. One of them is Black Nebula. I think the other one is Red Dragon. And then I can't remember the other name of it. So I'm doing a lot of root vegetables. If you're like me, just learning how to garden in this year, I realized that I like more fall crops than summer crops. So your fall and spring, your root vegetables, your brassicas, I tend to lean towards those more than anything. Leaf lettuces, and all of those do really well in the fall and in the spring before the bugs come out and start chomping on you. Bermuda Lawn NC, what's going on? I'm in your state right now, Bermuda Lawn NC. I sure am, running around. And happy Friday to everyone. I hope y'all's weekend was good, man. I mean, y'all's week was good. Mine was long, but in the end, it was very rewarding. Hey, what's going on, man? What's going on, Derek? How are the sunflowers doing? So the sunflowers, they have put on their show, and they have been pollinated. So now they look, what do you feed root vegetables? You want to make sure your root vegetables get more potassium and phosphorus than they get nitrogen. When you're first getting them up, it's okay to use like something like 511 or something like that. But if your soil profile isn't built, meaning you haven't been feeding your soil like chicken salad like Lead Farmer does, or if you haven't been feeding your soil organic materials or throwing some bone meal fertilizer in there and working your soil profile and building it up over years, I would recommend you pick up, in addition to 511, Neptunes. Unless you already know what your soil profile looks like and you know that you already have readily available potassium and phosphorus, you can use other ways like permaculture type things. You can check out Dan's Permaculture. You can use bananas, banana peels, eggshells, and stuff. But some of those things, like eggshells in particular, it takes longer than the average person thinks for it to be releasable to the plant for it to digest it. So it's really good to have it in there because eventually it will release that potassium in a form that your plants can actually uptake them. But initially, when you put them in there, it's not going to be readily available for your plant for some time. Matter of fact, the plant that you're growing probably won't even get any of the potassium that's going to be released from those eggs. Potassium and I think maybe phosphorus is in the eggs. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But whatever it is that they really give off, that won't be readily available immediately. It has to go through a process. It has to get broken down and then released into the soil, composted, and then it'll be readily available for your plant. But I encourage you to do things like that because you don't want to be stuck on having to constantly push things into your ground. If you build your soil profile by feeding it organic material out of your kitchen, your scraps, whether you bury it or just throw it out there like my brother's been doing over here with this huge pile. He's got grass, hay, and whatnot. And although on the top the hay looks pretty, it looks like it's not broken down. When you start turning it, he's got a lot of soil over there. Plumber just came, got to get going. Okay, all right, Bert. You gained more knowledge on lawn and gardening this season than most people get in a lifetime. Congrats on that. I appreciate that, and you're not the first person that says that. It's when that's kind of my nature. When I get into something, I just dive all the way in. It's been fun. Yeah, my potatoes look like not now. So I put them back in the ground and I will winter them over after I fed them real good. Nice. This week has been great hanging out on vacation in Myrtle Beach. Okay, yeah. It's been a while since I've been to the beach. We were talking about maybe doing a beach house this December sometime. Week ended well, about a 1 inch of rain. That's what I'm talking about. Right there with you. Fall crops are typically my favorite too. Yeah, South Jersey lawn. Hey Turf, I'm excited you caught the live. Hey Caramel, how you doing? What do you feed the root vegetable? Okay, so I'm caught up. By the way, Twirl sent 7 hats and 4 shirts. Okay, go ahead and put a hat to the side for me, bro. I'll take one. Yes, you'll do that in the fall too. So yeah, and depending on your grow zone, you might want to get your feet wet during the fall. Get your feet wet during the fall because and if you're in the transition lawn or a cool season lawn, go ahead and get your lawn right now. Get it. You missed the announcement. Yeah, you did, Lazy. So there was a few announcements. One, it's my birthday and my father's birthday. I was born on the same day as my father, so that's cool. It's my birthday. Turned 34 today. So far I ran 3.4 miles, and now I have some adult soda that I'm enjoying. And then the next announcement was I got monetized this week, so that's cool. And then the next announcement after that would be we're doing a giveaway. So I'll be doing a giveaway, a 2K giveaway. Although I kind of blew by 2K thanks to Pete, but we're gonna do the 2K giveaway, and I will make a video, a very short video on the rules and instructions on how to enter that giveaway. Because I got a lot of new subscribers, and me, like I was saying, the busier I get, the more that we kind of return back to some type of normalcy in life right now in the world. I don't have a lot of time to leave comments on everything, so I don't want to miss out on people that can actually that would like to win something. So I will do a video explaining to you how to enter for the particular things that I'll be giving away. Everything that I'm giving away, I have been using in my lawn and garden this season. I am a huge supporter of these companies. They have been very, very good to me. So I want to give some of that back to you guys if you're interested. So it'll be different things, like I got stuff coming from Carbon Earth. So I'll maybe have you say something and then put hashtag Carbon Earth if you're down for Carbon Earth products. Or if you want some Simple Lawn Solutions stuff, hashtag Simple Lawn Solutions. Or if you want something from Baker Creek, you want some seeds, maybe I'll say hashtag Heirloom Seeds. I haven't really worked all that out. I have to finish getting my list together. And then I got some flags that I'll be giving away from a young entrepreneur called Aaron. He's 15 years old. He's Aiden's friend, and he makes these flags. He doesn't just do flags, I don't think. I think you can do different things, but he'll take wood. You guys know my flag that I have in the background. Well, I had in the background earlier in the season when it was still cold outside. I had it cut out, and maybe it was in a few of the beginning of the videos. My buddy did it. It's a flag like that, but it's not as thick as it. But it's still a cool flag, and he's a young entrepreneur, so I want to support him. So I'll be giving away 4 of those as well, and of course some swag will go out as well. So once I finish getting the list together, I'll compile it, I'll make a short video, or I'll go live and give you the specific instructions like right now, and then you'll enter it on that video, and then like 2 days later we'll go ahead and I'll go live and we'll do the giveaway drawing. So those are the huge announcements that I wanted to share with you guys on my birthday. What's up, Mike? Mo, bro. What's up, bro? Let's see if I missed anything. Oh, wow. Happy B-Day to you. You don't look a day over 33. Thank you. I appreciate that from you. I remember you when you first hollered at Lead Farmer. Now you are on fire. Congrats. I crushed my eggshells first, then released calcium. Yes, calcium. That's what it is. So the calcium in the egg. So like, yeah, you can crush them. If you pulverize them, you'll definitely get a release faster for sure. But it has to go through a process, and most people don't realize that it needs to go through a compostable process, and then it will release to those plants. So feed your lawn all day. Feed it organic stuff that you usually throw away. Go bury it in your lawn. I promise you, it'll do some justice, especially when you're doing, I'm specifically talking about gardening. Now with lawn care, what I've been doing and will continue to do is Will, appreciate it. Oh, look at that. You going back to work, baby? Appreciate you. Thank you for the $19.99. Will, thank you for the blessings. I appreciate y'all. But yeah, that's the plan. So with my lawn though, I've been using my worm tea on my lawn. Now, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't really seen a huge visual response, which is why I haven't done the video on it. But needless to say, I haven't seen it like my lawn's doing really well. It was doing really well before I left. My wife's doing the best she can with the lawn and garden right now with me being out of pocket. But it was doing really well, as you guys saw, especially for it to be in the middle of summer. I had some stress spots, some light heat spots, but overall, it is like night and day from last year. Which your joint money just gifted back to you. I don't know. Which account did you use, babe? Connection on my end is spotty. We'll have to catch the recording again. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, Miss MB. Is it spotty for everyone else too, or is it just you? Just buried one of my beloved fish under my lemon tree this morning. See now, fish. Yeah, you got some fish. You got your fish, but like if you're into fish, you eat fish. Keep the guts. If you clean it yourself, go ahead and bury that out there. Yeah, there's a lot of gardeners out there that give you tips. So don't feel like you have to always go and get this blood meal, bone meal, and stuff like that. Once your soil profile is built and you continue to feed it, you do cut and drop methods and stuff like that. Hey, Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. You don't have to continue to rely on buying stuff from the stores, and then when you get into making your own fertilizers with like comfrey tea or worm cast tea is my flavor, which I got the results for that, and I'm going to make a video on it because I'll be giving away a soil test kit in it. But I'll go ahead and let you know the results look like I had adequate nitrogen, not a terrible lot. Not Hey Jamie, appreciate it. Happy birthday. Thank you for the happy birthday. It's not a lot of nitrogen in there, but what I had plenty of was potassium and phosphorus, and the micronutrients were through the roof. So that makes sense to why, while I'm amending and recycling soil, the plants that I drop that stuff in, when I put those worm castings in there and I'm feeding them the worm tea, it's jumping. And I'm gonna be honest, I think next year I might try to just feed a certain crop nothing but my worm tea and see how that goes, with me knowing the levels of it. Now, those levels aren't consistent, right? Because my 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 diet isn't necessarily the same thing every single day, every single week. So the amount of banana peels that I put in there and eggs and whatnot, it changes over time. But it kind of gives me a really good idea, because even though I don't eat the same thing every week, I'm eating like items. So it really helped me kind of dial in what's in my worm castings and what I'm feeding my plants. So based off of that, it might be something where I'll try to do nothing but root vegetables on nothing but worm tea, since it has plenty of potassium and phosphorus and just a little bit of nitrogen after I get those things going. So when you're dealing with root vegetables or even something like corn, they like a lot of nitrogen in the beginning to get them going. And then there comes a point, and it's hard for me to tell you when that point happens. You really just have to pay attention to your plants. It can't be like you check it once a week type thing, just like with the lawn. And then you have to kind of gauge and see when it's making that shift. And you can also do it by the grow dates and dial it in a little better that way, or just reach out to your horticulturist at your local extension office and they'll let you know. But then you shift to more low nitrogen, a little bit more potassium and phosphorus type situation. So that's what I'll be doing with that. And as far as my lawn, on my front, my backyard, I'll be doing this Kentucky bluegrass seed that I'm not going to give it away right now. Nate and myself from Mostly Green. If you haven't heard about Mostly Green or saw the video that I did with Nate from Mostly Green, go check him out. He is a wealth of knowledge. The dude really knows his stuff in the areas that he cares about for sure. And I found this seed because of him. And I love it, and that's what I'll be using in my front and backyard. I'm not even going to put fescue in it because the fescue did really well. It's not that thinned out at all. So I'll be using a particular seed for there. And then, I got Pete's, the scientist. Yeah, Nate, the scientist. Then I got Pete's Blend. Pete's Blend will be going on Say's lawn. And you guys remember Say, you haven't seen him in a while because, you know what happened. And with work and whatnot, it was just really hard to catch up with him. His lawn took a beating during the summer, especially the front and the back. The sides look really good, but the front and the back took a beating. But we knew that when I did the check back in, it was already showing signs of stress, and we weren't really fully into summer yet. So we knew that he was going to go through some things. Totally agree on investing time in the garden, as we water our perennials almost nightly during the August heat, and people wonder why they look so good. Right, time, that care, that attention to detail. That's why it looks good. I have people that come by and they ask, they're like, "What are you using, Miracle Grow?" And I literally almost spit out my drink. The only thing we've used Miracle Grow on is some annual basket flowers we had before, and that's the only reason why it's still in the house, because my wife bought it for those basket flowers we had last year before we even had a garden. But Miracle Grow does not go in my garden. Now I know they have well, other than the organic raised bed mix that I've used of theirs, but Miracle Grow, the traditional Miracle Grow as you know it, I don't use that as a fertilizer. Yeah. Let me see what we got. You're funny. Totally. What else? What else we got? So, yeah. So I'll be using the Pete's GCI Turf Blend. That will be going down on Say's lawn, and will be going down on Marcus's lawn across the street. Fertiloom is awesome for flowers. I've actually been using. I'm gonna do a video on that, but I'll go ahead and let you know. I've been using for my dahlias and my cut flower garden that's been looking so good and still looks phenomenal. I use Neptunes. Neptunes has fertilizer mix. I've been using Neptunes, and in between that, I was using my Wormcasty. That's it. That's what I've been using. But I know Fertiloom has some really good products. Will, my man Will from Chips and Guac, he's a warm season grass, Bermuda grass. He uses Fertiloom. He used Fertiloom. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure he was the first person I heard ever talking about Fertiloom, and me specifically. And they got some good product. I think they got a really good iron that he swears is the best thing since sliced bread. So if you want to know more about that Fertiloom, definitely check out my man Will from Chips and Guac. It's been a while since you dropped the video, but you know, I imagine he's about to get back to work here soon. So that seed will be going, PC will be going on Marcus's yard, and it will be going on Say's yard, so we can see how that looks. And then, I'm not sure if you know this, but the My Soil Company, they came out with this perennial rye and Kentucky bluegrass seed mix. And as I told you, when I started, my side plot started stressing, I realized that there was perennial ryegrass over there and Kentucky bluegrass. Like, it's very little fescue in that particular section. So what I'm going to do is, rather than try to go against nature, I'm just going to work with it as much as possible. And My Soul has been working on this blend for a very long time, and it's heat tolerant, heat resistant. So we're going to put that on the side plot, and that line of inspiration I have on my neighbor, it's not going to be there anymore next season because they were inspired and they want to get their stuff right. So we'll be fixing that as well. So that's where the My Soil seeder is going. So I'm literally going to have 3 different types of grass to show you this season. And before I get it going, I'm going to do a video when I get home showing you all the products that I'll be using. And full disclosure, everything except the stuff that I'm putting in my front yard and backyard was sent to me. They just sent it to me, but I like the products. So I've been using them and I bought them before they gave them to me for free. So my opinion stays objective. Regardless if they give it to me for free or not, if you don't believe me, go check out my Greenworks dethatcher video. I got that for free, and yeah. Getting as fancy as Alan Hand, 3 types of grass. Yeah, I know, right? They won't all be on the same plot. I'll have 2 different types of grass on my plot, and then we'll have another one on some other lawns that you'll see. So that's my plan. I'm about to go full swing into it Labor Day weekend, just like I did last year. And some people may say, oh, that's a little early for the area I live in. Look, I did it last year and it worked out perfect. It worked out perfect. You said, ha ha, bye bye. The thing works. It's just, for the price point and the battery power, I couldn't in good conscience tell you to go buy that thing. I just couldn't, But if you already had the batteries, then you were good to go. Like, if you already had their 40-volt series, I'd say get it. If you already had 3 or 4 batteries laying around, the dethatcher dethatches. It does its job. It's just, it costs $300 and it comes with 1 battery, and the next battery to get is $150. So for something that you're going to use once, maybe twice a year, I think that you'd be better off just spending $120 on the Sunjoe that comes with a dethatcher and a scarifier, which is why I sent you to my buddy, the Neighbor Dominator, because he had just released a video on it around the same time. What did you do with it? I still have it. I still have it, and I'm gonna still use it. You'll see it this fall. I still feel the same way I felt about it. It works. It's a good dethatcher. It's just you spent $300 for 20 minutes of operating time. You can rent a power rake for $30. Yeah, so I'm gonna use it. I have to use it over a whole day because of the battery situation, but if you're like me and you was like super heavy bought into Greenworks, like I was super heavy bought into Ryobi, then it doesn't matter to you. Just go ahead and buy it. You know, or if you just have a super small lawn and you have that money, that indispensable, you got the income that you can just throw at it real quick, go for it. Go get it. It works. But you know, there's a better value for a better price, in my opinion. When you're talking about, if they would have put like a 60-volt battery in there, I think they would have had no issues whatsoever. Yeah, you can find a Sun Joe for $20. Yep, pay 20 and you borrow it out all the time. Or yeah, like you said, go find a neighbor that has a good lawn. I bet you they have a detacher. Yeah, for sure. Aiden, what are you? Oh yeah, you're using peat seed. Who we got in here? Who we got? South Jersey Lawn. Have you started your Reynolds yet? It should be, you should be in your window for Reynolds. What you using if you are, or if you had, and then I want to know what. Let me see. Where were you, Miss MB? What are you growing? What are you growing this fall? I want to know if y'all are still here. Chat just died. Oh, okay. Bermuda soon. Blue Muta soon to come. Yeah, okay. Said doing the Blue Muta. Yeah, Pete's got to blend the Blue Muta he was talking about in his video. Starting to oversee the next weekend, Berenberg, RTF with Exol. So yeah, I actually had some of that Berenberg RTF. I was going to use that, but by the time I actually got in touch with them, I already had my seed. So some say we have small lawns, but if that thing can't last on one of ours, yeah, it's really, yeah, you're right. GCI blue, cool blue in the back, and Jonathan Green, sun and shade in the back. I think you may in the front. I get back from Myrtle this weekend and kick it into high gear. Gonna do a test plot of perennial rye this fall. That should be fun. Where you gonna do it on the putt place, Dino? Jonathan Green in the front. Yeah, I figured you meant that. Yeah, I'm interested to see what that looks like. Jonathan Green and Pete. I seen that Jonathan. Is it the Black Beauty? Jonathan Green. You said Sun and Shade. Is that Black Beauty? I figured you would do it over there. That's the perfect place to do that perennial rye on the putting green. Cut it real low. How low you trying to get it, Dino? Waiting to leather in September. GCI blue for my lawn. Let's go in pro transition for clients. Okay, all pro trans. Yeah, just overseeded my putting. Green pre-fall creeping bent grass. Nice. I want to see that. Yes, sir. Isn't it too early to plant cool season grass? No. I mean, it depends where you are in your transition. You can plant grass whenever you want. Is if it's the ideal, a half an inch. Okay, if it's the ideal time. So I did it last year, and it's fairly easy for me to irrigate. So I'm gonna go for it. And for the people that are waiting for that perfect temperature that guys like Ryan Knorr, Pete, and Alan recommend you to wait for, follow them, but you'll at least see what your results may look like because you'll be probably a week or two behind me. I'm just going for it earlier because it worked out really well for me last year. And the way that the winter rolled in, mostly varieties of brassicas and root veggies there in 7B, yeah. Newbie trying to get my lawn together. I have a bunch of crabgrass with some yard grass, if that makes sense. It does. Do you have any tips for a newbie? It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. So are you more concerned on, is there so much crabgrass that you're more concerned on getting rid of the crabgrass? Or can you deal with the crabgrass for a little while and just thicken up your lawn? I would recommend thickening up your lawn and just taking care of the crabgrass in the spring. That would be me. That's what I would do. Spray some weeds so the seed will go down mid-late September. Yeah, I punched mine with some T-Zone SC and Dismiss NXT before I left to take care of my creeping Charlie, and I had a bit of nutsedge. So I punched it with that right before I left, and when I go back, it'll be perfect time for me to seed. That's what I did, thicken up my lawn. Yeah, see? Dino said that's what he would do too. That's what I would do, Caramel. Caramel, I would just ignore the crabgrass, get you some good stand-up turf seed in there for now, because it does you no good to wipe out that crabgrass and have bare spots. You know, but like I was saying, my winter came Like last year in my zone, like we didn't have a gradual period. At least I don't feel like we had a gradual period. We kind of just went from summer, and then it was like high fall, and then boom, we were into winter. So it came like the drop off from summer just held on a little longer than I expected it to, and then it just dropped off. So I was actually pretty happy that I got mine down, which was why I was able to show you my lawn for such a long period of time when I started my channel in October of last year. So, and I'm going to be doing something special for October. I'll be calling some people out on something. The only person that knows about what I'm doing in October actually is I think Derek from Lazy Lawns, and that could kind of give you a hit of what I'm planning to do. So be prepared, and I'll actually announce that probably a week before September is out. You can get snow at any point this time of year. That's crazy. That's insane. Where are you, backwoods lawn care? That's insane. Snow first week in October in Minnesota. Get on it. Yeah, see? You better get on it. Kicking myself for not spraying before I left too. Yeah, see, I sprayed it, and that way I didn't have to look at it. You know, I sprayed it, and I didn't have to worry about it. You know, while it was brown, I told the wife, I was like, look, the yard's gonna look a little brown. What's going on? Why can't I see my chats? Oh, okay. The yard's gonna look a little brown. Oh, Canada. That's have a good week. All right, Sean. Appreciate you for sliding in. And caramel. Okay, yeah. I hope that helps. And do you know what seed you're gonna go with? And what are you trying to what are you trying to grow? Like, what kind of seed do you want to grow? In Canada, that makes sense. Yeah. That's where I was supposed to be right now for my birthday this year. I was gonna go to Toronto for my birthday, but you know, I could have went, but I don't really want to get on the plane right now. So there's that. Yeah, that's 2 hours away from you. Okay, well I keep that in mind when I finally come your way. Yeah, when I finally come your way. There was a subscriber I had a while ago that they were from Canada and they were going to send. When is maple syrup in season for you guys? Because that guy said he was going to send me some maple syrup. Connor mentioned in his last video that his season ends in late September. Okay. Spring? Okay. So that's probably why. Because I think I stumbled across him late spring. So, okay. All right. Spring. I want some maple syrup straight from Canada. In season, you know? In season. I'm gonna give me some next year. I'll pay for it. If you have access to it, let me know. I'll pay for it. Shipping it off. Yeah. Is caramel, you still in the building? You know what seed? Connor's season ends late September. Yeah. I was able to keep my yard alive almost up to freaking Christmas last season, which was crazy in itself. As it got cold, but it kind of just hung on, you know? It barely went dormant. Barely went dormant. And then right when it went dormant, like a couple weeks later, we were waking right back up. I remember the winters being much colder when I used to live in DC when I was a kid. They were much colder. I mean, like Blizzard of '96 was crazy. Like, it's Canada, we live on maple syrup. Same LOL mode through the first week of December. Right? Yeah, we were going for a while. And then even when it was like not mowable anymore because it was too cold, like the color looked slick all the way to early November. Wow. So you use a backpack sprayer or tank. So we go, my bad. What's up? I'm at work. Stop by for a few minutes. Don't jinx us, bro. AJ's, I'm doing a giveaway here in the next few days. It's my birthday. It's my father's birthday because we were born on the same day. And I just got monetized. So stay tuned for all of that. I wanted to give it to you real quick before you took off. Thanks for dropping in for your job. But and then Karen, I'm still here. Do you have any recommendations for grass seed? I tried Miracle Grow because that's what is in the store. Didn't know that there were different types of seeds. You're a VA. I would go with turf type tall fescue. That's what I would do. I would go with turf type tall fescue with a little bit of Kentucky bluegrass seed mixed in there. And there are a lot of options for seed. Pete has a pretty decent blend if you don't really want to do the work and dig through the NTEP trials and figure out exactly what it is that you are looking for. He has a really good blend that you can check out. And if you, since you're in Virginia, you would actually be a couple weeks behind me with the seating. So you can kind of see what that looks like, maybe possibly to decide if that's what you want. But you can also go check out Justin from the Lawn Whisperer. His whole lawn is Pete's blend. Gave you a shout out in my last video. I'm gonna catch up on it today. Appreciate that, man. Thank you. Thanks, Marcus. It's always worth paying for good seed. Yeah, so that's another thing too. Save yourself the time and money. Just fed my hummingbirds to celebrate. Thanks, Marcus. I appreciate that. Don't. Sometimes the easy button is not the easy button at all. It's eluding. So don't be discouraged when you see a bag of seed that costs $100. Here's why. If you buy the bag of seed that costs $30, you might end up spending. You're probably going to end up spending at least $40 getting rid of the stuff that was in that seed that you didn't want. Not to mention your time and your money and your patience, frustrations of dealing with it. Like, save yourself the heartache and pain and pay a little bit more up front for the clean seed. Now, you can go to your local agriculture store, which is what I did last year. I went to my local ag store and I found the highest top grade seed blend that they had in there. And I looked at the back for the other crop and noxious weeds. And I just made sure they said 0. That was it. And I seeded my lawn, and you see what that looks like, because that's the cultivar that I introduced into the lawn. Now this season, I'm going to introduce just a straight, clean Kentucky bluegrass. And like I said, I'll have a video coming out with Nate from Mostly Green, because he's the one who introduced me to this particular cultivar. And he's going, in the video, he's going to explain to you, how they performed on the NTEP trials, what drove him to choose that seed, and he's actually going to show you what it looks like right now. So that's what I'm doing. So I recommend to you to look for clean seed and try. It's all good, Will. Can't thank you enough for the time you invest in the community, sir. Please know it's noticed. Thank you. I appreciate it. And how much we appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Absolutely never bad. And okay, so to hint, to give you some more skinny, I know I didn't answer your, I use a backpack sprayer. Pete, well, he's a little taller than me, right? I'm pretty sure. He's probably like 5'10", 5'11", because I'm 5'7". So Pete is a little tall. I think he's probably about 5'10", But I use a backpack sprayer. The next video that will come out, yeah, I think you're a little taller than him, Aiden. Yeah, maybe a little tall. How tall are you? Like 5'11"? Are you 6 feet tall? The backpack, my next videos that will be coming out, when it comes to gardening related, it will be me using a pressure canner for the first time. I'm canning up some patty pan squash. So I don't know when that's coming out, but that's the next garden video. Yeah, you're 6 feet flat, so yeah, you're taller than him. I don't know when that's coming out. It will be within the next week. I'll probably do some midweek releases, because I have a lot of content that I kind of just need to offload to let you guys see it. And then my next lawn driven video is going to be on the Jackdo PJB 16. Now, you guys know I've had that. I've been kind of hinting and teasing towards it for the past 2 to 3 months now. I had put that thing through the works. I had some RFIs, some requests for information that I had to send to the company to clarify some things. And then I got all that information, I got it together, and I'm actually planning on recording my initial full review on that video. I'm not looking for it to be any longer than about 6 to 8 minutes to just holistically give you a holistic package of it. And then I will follow on with a few short videos, 2 to 3 minute short videos about some specific features. And we'll dive a little bit more in depth in how the manual tells you you can do it and the ways that I work to make it a little easier. What's that noise in the background? I think it's like a cicada or something. It is annoying, isn't it? It'll stop here in a minute. It's over there somewhere. It's definitely, I think that's a cicada. Sorry, excuse the cicada. A heat bug. maybe Jack Doe. The Jack Doe is legit though. So I use a Jack Doe and I use a Ryobi. Both of them are 4 gallons battery powered. See, it just stopped. It'll start. It'll start again. Just give it like probably 30 minutes. She'll start going again. But yeah, I got the Ryobi and I got the Jack Doe. That's what I've been using. I don't need a tow behind, but if you're looking at getting a tow behind and modding one out, I'm putting Nate on the spot. He's about to give you a nice little series on modding out a tow behind sprayer. Because although I have done some research on like TJet tips and whatnot, and I know a little something something, lately I just go to Nate. You know what I mean? I'll look it up real quick, but no toe behind. You're a cheap accountant. Yeah, so I don't know how much money he spends on it, but I know he's really smart when it comes to modding things out. I'm laughing because Lady Led and HH has roosters. Yeah, they do. They do. Them roosters be, but nah, there's no roosters here at my brother's house. Maybe in the next one he moves to, he'll probably pick up some roosters. I can see him getting some chicks, some chickens, not some hens, not roosters. Use the 20-volt chopping, 24-volt chaping. Works great. Hey, whatever works for you. If it's working for you, keep it moving, bro. For sure. Keep it moving. But the Ryobi, I love the Ryobi. I love the Ryobi. It did its job. I had to mod the tips, but the power on it is fine. The thing I like about the Jack though is it has the onboard regurgitator, which is super handy. I never have to mix anything in the tank anymore. I can just flip that on and let it do its thing. Or if I leave it sitting for like an hour or two, I'll flip it on and let it do its thing. Another thing I really like about that Jack though is the battery life on it is amazing. I have had it for 3 months. I have used it plenty of times, and I think the battery just went to 2 bars left. I've charged it one time, and I leave the battery inside of I leave it stored inside of it. So I don't do anything special. I'm literally, that's kind of like my stress test to it to see if there would be any difference, but it's freaking sweet. And the reliability, it sprays all the way out. Like it leaves you like a little tiny tad bit in the bottom, but it's consistent. It pumps every drop out. Almost at 99.9% of the fluid comes out. I've never seen something consistently just perform really well. And then it has the variable pressure. And on top of all of that, it has a pace keeper. So if you're just now getting started, or if you're a person who's buying it for your small landscaping business and you're trying to train people on how to spray, that's a really good tool it has. Just bought a commercial sized Toro aerator. Sweet. Don't like anything toe behind, especially now the zero turn. I broke my wagon on my zero turn, cutting it too tight. So I had to go, but once again, happy 25th birthday. You're funny, AJ. If you want to get into worm castings and you don't want to buy the Worm Factory 360, AJ does everything in containers. He does everything in containers in his basement. He buys the containers from Walmart for like $5, and he does it in his containers. So if you want to learn how to do that a cheaper way, but yet still efficient and productive, check out AJ's Greens Topic. That's your man. Needs work. It's almost as old as me though. Well, that means you bought it used. Then you got it for a good price. I'm hoping. What's the noise in the background? Phone's about to die, so you're out. All right, South Jersey. You're probably gone by now, but thanks, bro. Thanks, appreciate it. But yeah, that's what's coming up. There'll be a lot of things moving pretty quick and fast when I finally get back home. Got a lot to do in a little amount of time. Yeah, your greens mowers cost more. Cool. Yeah, a lot to do in a little bit of time, but we're gonna get it done. It's gonna look good. Everything's gonna look good. I guarantee you, every seed that I'm using is gonna look good. It's just gonna be what you're into. What do you prefer? What's the grass type that's already existing in your lawn? Do you want to work against nature, burn it off, and then, reseed from start? Plenty of people are doing that. Justin's doing that. Brett just did it this season. So that you can do it and people are out there doing it. No worries. I'm just choosing to work with the stand that's there. And just so happened, my soil came out with this blend that was perfectly fitting for my scenario. I already had perennial rye and Kentucky bluegrass, so they came out with a blend that's supposed to be pretty heat tolerant. So instead of me worrying about like cutting it down or whatnot. I mean, cooking it off and trying to fight it. I'm just gonna go with it. Hey, Clausen, welcome to the building. What about in-ground worm bins like you have? So yeah, if you want to do an in-ground worm bin like Clausen does, Clausen she takes a bucket, a 5 gallon bucket, and I imagine you could probably do it with a bigger container, kind of like what AJ uses, and she digs out what, probably like 4 to 6 inches. I imagine you're going deep, not probably not much more deeper than that. And she puts the container in the ground and she perforates it, puts holes all through it, and then you just throw your stuff in there. And then the worms from the ground, so you don't need to buy any red wigglers or anything. You feed it directly into the container, and then you just gotta harvest it. You know, when you come to harvesting, that's the only annoying thing about those modes that I don't like, which is why I went with the tower mode. But when you harvest it, you'll have to just like feed one side of it. I'm not sure how you would do it in the bucket. You probably would just stop feeding things. You would stop feeding into your bucket, I would imagine, for a little while and just wait. And then they'll probably just leave, and then everything will be there. That's probably what you do, right? You just stop feeding them for about a month or so, or maybe it doesn't take that long. Yeah, you stop feeding the bucket, right? So you stop feeding the bucket to harvest those, and then if you got one of those long containers, you can just feed a side of it, and it will migrate, and then you can harvest the worm castings that way. But so and that's the perfect for someone who doesn't have, like, if you don't have chicken. If you don't have chicken and you can't mix up your chicken salad and feed that into your garden, then that's perfect. It's something like worm casting, you do that on a small scale. I'm at the point where I'm brewing 20 gallons of worm tea constant, nonstop. So you just pick what's good for you and your situation and you run with it. That's what I would recommend when it comes to that. So whether you want to do it passively in the ground, usually when I start talking about my worms, that's when Clausen remembers to go check on hers because it's so passive. And definitely you don't have to worry about too much moisture or anything because they kind of just do their own thing. And they're earthworms. They're not red wigglers like I have. They're earthworms. So, and then you got a free source of worms to go fishing with. You say true. Yeah, usually I remind her. Yeah, but that's it. I just wanted to come on here, hop on. So if you missed the announcements earlier, we will be doing a giveaway here soon. Instructions will be coming out on how to enter that giveaway. It is going to be relatively short. I will announce it. I will wait a couple days, maybe 3 days max, and then we're going to go in and pull it. Additionally, I will most likely not label that video giveaway. I will kind of hint or allude to it, but I don't want to label it giveaway because people come from all over to get something free, and I want to make sure we keep this in the family that's been here, that supported me and helped me grow to this level. So that is what the intent is. I'll give you the instructions on how to enter, whether it be live or whether it be a short video. Cool. So that's what happened. That was the biggest announcement. The other ones was just me being a little selfish. It's my birthday. Yeah, keep it in the family. It's my birthday because people pop up. Like, I know people literally just pop up for a giveaway, get something free, and then you'll never hear from them again. So, and like I explained earlier, the last time I did a giveaway, I kind of just did it all flash and unannounced, and it went really well because the channel was much smaller. It's still small, but it was much smaller back then, and I just pulled from comments that already existed on my videos. And I still want to keep close to that, but I know that as I have been on longer, like, I don't always have the time to thank you, Clausen. I don't always have the time to comment, or I just want to put 10 videos in the queue and I just want to throw them on the TV and sit back and watch them. That's all I wanted. I don't want to have to go and leave a comment. So for people that are like that, or you're just not a comment person, I'm going to make sure I give you the opportunity to enter, and you can self-select for the things that you want to win, because I'm going to tell you what that list looks like, and we'll use the hashtag filter to hashtag and filter what it is that you want. So I don't have to, so I don't have to do a redraw for a product. I know that you want it because you put hashtag that product, and you'll be able to hashtag more than one product. Like if you're into gardening and lawn, you can hashtag all of them. You're only gonna be able to win once, but you can hashtag them all, and then it'll pop up. Mine just passed with both. Yeah, Virgo season, the best kind of season, best kind of people. We the best for sure. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with that. And then it was my birthday, and then I got monetized. All that happened, so that was cool. So I wanted to come and share a moment with you on my B-Day, because I can't guarantee you're gonna get a video this weekend, but I can guarantee you that I'll be recording. Uh, don't care about the give, I just keep the good videos coming. I will. Backwoods Lawn Care, as soon as I get back home, I'll get back to my regular scheduled programs release of at the very least once a week. Lately, before I came out here, I was doing double drops every Sunday, so I would do a garden and a lawn one. If I can, I will keep that up. If not, then, it'll just bounce back and forth. You might get a garden video one week, garden video the next week, and then a lawn video, and then a garden video. Who knows? It just depends on what's going on in my life and what's going on in my lawn and in my garden. So you'll get what I get. I hope you guys enjoy. I'll continue to throw new things in there. Like I got like this little cool cooking one that's I'm not really showing you how to cook. I'm just gonna do like this thank you. I'm just gonna do like this B-roll sequence montage of me smoking some ribs real quick. Not really teaching you anything. I'm showing you some really cool tips that you should keep in mind, but I'm not walking you through the whole process. But I just wanted to show you, my ribs, because here soon I gotta start talking to you guys about cold smoking and hot smoking your meats, since Led put me on the spot. And keep in mind, when it comes to cold smoking, most people, it will be a challenge to do it because you need to stay somewhere. You really don't want to go above 200 degrees, and 200 degrees is probably too warm for some things. So we'll at least talk about how to do it. I'll show you if it's not too cold by the time I can get to it, and because I got the wine series coming up as well. But even if we can't get to it this season, if it gets too cold before I'm able to maintain a consistent heat temperature, it could definitely be something we can roll straight into in the spring next year. But we can at least talk about it to prepare yourself and get the items that you want if you want to do that smoking session with me. So we'll be smoking to preserve and smoking to add flavor. Those are two different methods, two completely different methods. Some people think they're one and the same, but they're not. So that would be the intent there. So unless we got any questions, any other announcements, any other birthdays, I'm going to get to it. My brother should be here any minute. I don't know what's taking him so long. And then we're going to throw some stuff on the grill. Drink a cold brewski, because it's America. Hey, Love Notes, how you doing? Bourbon night? Nah, unless my dad brings some bourbon. We don't have any, and I'm not really trying to go to the store. So probably just a brewski night. I got a busy weekend anyway, so might not want to crack open the bourbon. Might not. We'll see. But yeah, thanks for hanging with me, guys. I appreciate all the support, all the overwhelming support I've gotten. It's just, I did this thing for me, if I'm gonna be quite honest. It was selfish, but it was good, and now we're here. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Blessed. There you go. That's blessed. I've been very blessed this past year, and I have all you to thank of it. And yeah, that's it. So figure I'd give you a little bit of me, because we're in the same position we were in last week. Can't guarantee you a release, but I'm glad that you guys are being so I don't know, reasonable with me. You're being understanding with me. And then I still gave you a video 2 days later, and you guys blew that video out the water. Thank you. Y'all watched it. You watched the heck out of that video. So the stats on there were like, I've never seen numbers like over 80% of y'all that watched, you watched over 80% of the videos. That was crazy. I never had numbers like that before. So I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad you still support. And I've seen a lot of the new subscribers digging through a lot of my old content, which always gets nervous. But I get nervous when that happens, but it seems like you guys love it and you stayed. So I'm glad that you see that this is not just a dedicated lawn care channel. It is both lawn and gardening, and that you're okay with that, because some people just want lawn and some people just want garden, and they won't hang when you're doing both. So I'm glad that you guys are still hanging around and you're able to vibe with me on both of those levels. And super cool that a handful of YouTubers on both sides, exactly, it's therapy, hence the name Turf Therapy. YouTubers on both sides, whether you were into gardening and you were a YouTuber, I think it's pretty cool to watch you guys get into your lawn. And then on the flip side, when you are into your lawn and now you become inspired to do the gardening thing. So that to me is, it makes it all worthwhile. And then I got my little geeky nerd things that I do on the side, like the worm tea brews and stuff like that. So would you say, love, they're crossing over the lines of inspiration? That's right. I like that, Marcus. Yeah. That's a nice line. That's a line, right? That's a bar. That's hard. I can relate learning to care for my own property. There you go. I love to learn. That's right. I agree, Love Notes. Yep, love to learn. I love to learn. So we got a pretty fun fall coming up. You guys know I got accepted. I got accepted bars. I got accepted to the Master Gardeners program. So that'll be cool. You'll be watching the worm tea. Yeah, so I got a few different videos on that. I put together a kit straight from Walmart. It costs you like 30 bucks. You can brew your own tea at home. No problem there. You want to use rainwater if all possible, but if not, there's ways of making that happen as well. So we're doing the Master Gardening series, and while I'm doing that, I'll be going live like this, and you guys are going to help me learn, because I'm going to do this class. I'm going to learn it, and then I'm going to come on here and try to tell you about what I learned, and then I'm going to challenge you to ask me questions. I'll have the book right there with me, so we can kind of have like a little after session recap. So you'll learn what I'm learning, and you'll see if you're interested in doing it, and then you'll help me retain what I've just learned. So I think it'll be fun for everyone. That's how you water your lawn, rainwater storage. Yeah, that's the best way. Your lawn does not react the same way to rainwater as it does from this stuff that's coming out of our pipes, because it's treated. You know, it's got chlorine in it. It can adjust your pH. It most likely does adjust your pH over time. So yeah, if you can capture the rainwater, that's where it's at. My rainwater doesn't last. Yeah, mine, I literally set it up, I catch it, I use a whole bunch of my worm tea, or I store it temporarily if I just used it, or I just let it go if I don't have any more. So but the next location I go to, I'm probably gonna have a nice little reservoir stored somewhere, have it coming off of a gutter. It'll be a lot more centralized, throw a pump on it, and yeah, I'm doing the same things for sure. You can hold about 1,700 gallons. Jealous. Backwoods. How do you keep it from freezing? Birthday in August. Happy birthday, Virgo season. I use it to water all my food growing. Yeah, and the food jumps up. You know, when I water my vegetables with rainwater versus out the spigot water, I can tell. They just love it so much more. How do you keep it from freezing? Backwoods lawn care. How do you keep it from freezing in your winter? Do you wrap it? Do you keep it in like a heated room or something? If it's cold, it snows. Yeah. But how do you keep it from, oh, are you saying that the snow is your 1,700 gallons? Is that what you're saying? That's funny if you are. Yeah. I'm waiting for the response. And then I'll go, no, it freezes in the winter. Okay, all right, so. But you don't really need it, you know, in the winter. Not for your lawn anyway. So, I guess you don't drain them? Okay, so I imagine you're storing it in something that can take the freeze and the thaw. Well, that's good. That's good. Well, yeah, guys, I'm gonna go enjoy my, in the Central Gardens, Virgo Power, stand up. That's what I'm talking about. That's right. We the best kind of people, best kind of friends. And yeah, so I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day. You all have a lovely weekend. Thank you for hanging on with me. I don't want to pull a lead and keep my channel. You'll see. Okay, I'll come by Backwoods Lawn Care. Leave a comment after this, please, and so I can remember to go to your channel, please. Later, Jamie. Appreciate it. And I'll go live. I'll be live probably somewhere between now and Tuesday. I'll go live and go live or drop a video giving you the instructions about the giveaway. I'm really excited about that heirloom kit. I got that heirloom kit, and it is the perfect kit for both beginner gardeners and experienced gardeners. And what I'm going to, for sure, I know you're not trying to promote yourself, brother. It's okay. um, you joined the Master Gardener's Friends when they heard I couldn't travel to Master Gardener's program and it was canceled due to the low attendance. Well, you know, they're doing ours online, so that's cool. That's the only reason why I'm able to do it, because, you know, unless they did it at night. So, yeah. But all right, family. I'll catch y'all later. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. It's hot out here. It's hot. Hi, Linda. Hey, you missed it. I'm doing a giveaway. That was the main thing. You already knew it's my birthday. I share a birthday with my dad. You didn't know that. So that, and you already knew I got monetized. Matter of fact, Aunt Linda knew before I did, or right around the same time that I got monetized. But yeah, I'm on my way out. Thanks for popping in. I appreciate it. But we're doing a giveaway. We're giving away some seeds, a few other things, and instructions to come soon. And I won't label the video 2K giveaway because I don't want any and everybody to pop up just to get something free. I'm gonna keep it in the family, okay? All right. Well, I'll talk to y'all later. Enjoy your weekend, enjoy your day. I can't guarantee you're gonna get a video this weekend, but I can guarantee you I will at least be recording. We'll see how this birthday goes though. All right. Y'all take care. I love y'all. Stay safe.